Okay, so I see NFTs like this. So I see NFTs like this. You make your work digital, right? Think of one specific person that your music could be for. One person, right? If you're right and they do want it for $1, $5, a penny, whatever, maybe exchanging your work for something makes it mean something, where the whole game has been us being able to show that our work has value regardless of what people think is valuable, right? So when you use NFTs, you now open a possibility for that music to be more than just the song itself now or in the future. You don't have to do that right now. Like right now, you could just have an NFT, but in the future, you could use that NFT to give free tickets to anybody that has that NFT in any city to your show, right? That's crazy. Or you could literally be like, okay, one person who's holding my art is going to get a candle this month. Right? Your NFT now allows you to connect with somebody and do that. Now, I think there's some like overlap here, because just because you have someone's wallet address doesn't mean you necessarily find them and then be able to contact them if you don't know who they are. But maybe that's the whole point. We're being told to market our music to 2 million people on average, right? On TikTok, on Instagram, wherever. But that's actually fucking ridiculous. Maybe you need to only market your music to 5 people. Maybe 5 different people a day, maybe 5 different people a month, but maybe it's only 5 people. Like, I've been playing this numbers game for so long, and it's like, most of the time you're dealing with the lowest common denominator. And a lot of times when you simplify something down to the lowest common denominator, it's stupid. But that will allow you to build from somewhere that is correct. So I had a phone call with this guy today about making no-code apps, right? And the thing I realized is, he's like, anybody can have an idea. It's really if someone even wants that idea that makes it valuable. And I think a lot of times us artists, we are lied to about talent. We're lied to about skill. We're lied to about value, in the sense that literally we're walking in and everyone's just taking our money for us to make something, and we get nothing back by the end of it. Or whatever we get back isn't something that's sustainable. Think about it. Like, how long are you gonna have to put out songs in order to actually have a career in songs? How long is that gonna realistically take? It could take forever. It could never happen. It could happen. It could never happen, right? And so my point is, the only way for you in this economy, in this post-music world to really, I think, take a hold of everything, is to start creating experiences for one person at a time. Like literally one person at a time. And I say this because one person at a time will allow you to understand if you're dealing with a unique person in the sense of taste or whatever, or if you're dealing with the lowest common denominator, which is probably going to be the most common person. Most common people use the most common things, which means they listen to the most comic stuff and they say and like the most common things, right? And those are just staples of our environment. But then there's also even more outliers and different levels of relationships you can have based on niche. So if someone really likes specifically hip hop, that might mean more value can be given to these people. Maybe it doesn't have to be just a song. And again, like I was at the store today and this kid was just in there talking about like how when he gets this toy, he can like redeem it online for something. And I just started thinking, like, personally to me, that's not cool, because I don't want to have to do, after I buy something, like do more shit in order to enjoy it, right? But then it's like that, I'm a unique case. I'm not maybe necessarily like the person, that kid, you know what I'm saying? But when I was a child, I was definitely buying Pokemon cards and they didn't even do anything. But think about this. 10 years later, what happened? Pokemon cards go for a lot of fucking money. So at the time we all were like, it's just cards, right? Now they're collectibles. So even if your work has no value right now, your work will have value 5 years from now. And if someone can properly ascertain that, then investing in you makes sense. I'll give you another example. If in the future, when artists get loans for music stuff, they're just gonna use the value of their NFTs through a DeFi product to wager said loan or value of said loan. You won't need your credit score. You won't need a business LLC, none of that stuff. Consider that, right? And all they're gonna want to see is how many people are buying your song, what's the floor price essentially, like what's the lowest price someone's buying your song for, and how many people, of course, have bought your song, and how many people hold on to your song, right? And then, what is the utility of that? Is there anything else that's being built on that? I mean, you could power your own whole fucking metaverse just based off your own coin and your own, other stuff. But then your NFTs could be essential to that. And a lot of gaming that's going online right now, most of the game assets are NFTs. Now, right now, they have no fucking value except for whatever they said it costs, right? But if you buy it at that price, clearly then it has that value. So anything that you can prove has value is actually valuable. It's all the other stuff in between, the gray area. And this is the last example I'm gonna give you. If you were trying to make an app right now, right? We're in the post-app market. People don't want more fucking apps, right? But how many people want what the problem that you're trying to solve? How many people want that? If you don't know, you already lost, right? This goes with art too. You don't know who's gonna want this song. The song isn't specifically for somebody. Okay, you lost. Just get out. It's not because it's not good. It's just that if you don't have a vision, then it doesn't really matter what it is. It won't work. So, in that same sense, if you're not even thinking about how to make your music or your art more valuable, and all you're trying to do is compete with the people around you, the value is in the competition and not in the artists themselves. And that's the whole trick here, is that we're all literally competing against each other for the same people, to listen to the same songs, and we all end up losing to the same guy, Drake. Fucking Drake. And Katy Perry. And Justin Bieber. And see, we all want indie artists to win, but we let the radios play the same 4 songs. We let them. I mean, yeah, you could say that's their business plan, but they don't have a business plan if nobody listens. But you guys, no one's willing to turn off the radio. No one's willing to turn off Spotify if they don't think artists are worth more than a fraction of a penny. Like, that shit is, that's the shit that really gets to me. Is like, literally, we're worth more than a fraction of a penny, and we didn't even get a say in suddenly being worth that much. We went from $10 an album, $1 a single, to being worth less than a fraction of a penny. And guess what artists did? Act more stupidly, put more fucking songs on Spotify, give them more stuff to work with. And guess what? The craziest part is, you all are not gonna believe this, but we're all losing to fucking AI. We're losing to AI right now. Think about these playlists right now. They are using algorithms to set what everything should sound like, and if it doesn't fit an algorithm, it obviously doesn't get on that playlist, right? Well, if they know the algorithm, all they do is use technology to make the music that sounds just like that. And guess who they sell that to? The labels. And guess who the labels sell it back to? The radio. So you see what I'm saying? It's literally made for us to fall into an algorithm. And the whole key is not being part of an algorithm. Anything that's not an algorithm will stand out. Whereas everyone sounds the same right now. Everything is fucking bass drums and, a guitar loop or something. And I love guitar. I like all of this, but also at the same fucking time, it's awfully ironic that we all somehow sound the same. You know what I mean? We're at the crux of creativity. We have access to any fucking tool we can imagine. And it's all because we're all trying to get money out of it, when it's like, it's actually access. See, there's so many things, like, just remove money from your business plan and you'll probably make plenty of money, because if your business plan is good, it will work. Now, you need dough to make donuts, right? But maybe you don't have to pay to get that dough. And that's the difference here. It's like with NFTs, there is some gas fees and shit. You can use Polygon. You could use, Tezos. You could use some of these other cryptocurrencies to sell your NFTs. You could use Mintable, where you can buy NFTs with a credit card there too. So there's tons of solutions where you can just make an NFT, put that shit on there using one of those sites, or you can hit me up if you need help, and then go find someone to either give it to or sell it to. You understand? So you can give someone a gift that now can have value if you eventually have value. And if they don't see it valuable right now, later on they will, regardless, if you are right. So you're now taking a bet on yourself. And that's the point, is take a bet on yourself with this new shit. And that's what I'm going to do. And so far, it's already fucking working. So till next time, tried it out.